Hi there, I'm Trish from TrishNewberry.com, and today we're going to make some super quick ear warmers with a twist, and I'm going to use Sherpa fabric, so it's nice, soft and fluffy to keep your ears nice and warm. So let's get started. There's a free pattern you can download from my website with all the sizes and layers if you want to follow a pattern, or else just listed below are all the dimensions for these pieces. The main thing you have to remember is to cut this with the stretch going along the length, because that's the part that's going to fit around your head. So for the outside fabric, I mean, you can wear this the other way around if you want to, but for the outside fabric you'll need something like a cotton lycra or a double brushed poly, and for the inside soft fluffy part we're using Sherpa, or you could use a cuddle fleece or a poodle fur, and make sure the stretch runs that way as well. So the main problem we run into when we're sewing with Sherpa is that it can be really thick and heavy. So what I'm doing with this pattern is just removing some of that bulk so that you can sew this a little bit easier. So you can just sew this on a regular sewing machine with a zigzag stitch or a lightning bolt stitch. Just consult your manual for the right stitch for you. I have a serger overlocker, so I'm going to use that because it's so much easier. I could pull out my domestic machine if you wanted me to show you how to do it with a zigzag, but really it's just a shorter width stitch with a zigzag, or whatever stitch it tells you to have. So we're going to need an inside fabric, we're going to need the outside fabric, and then you're going to need some more of the outside fabric, and we're going to attach that to each end of the Sherpa. Our seam allowances are 6mm, 1/4 of an inch. So I'm just going to zip over to my serger and we'll get started. I'm using 4 threads of colour in my machine, and what we're going to do is take our piece of Sherpa and we're going to take one of our outside fabric pieces. We're going to place those right sides together, and I'm going to serge that seam, remembering it's 6mm, 1/4 of an inch. And when I do this, I'm not going to cut any fabric off, I'm just going to tidy off the edge. And I'm going to come to the other end and do exactly the same thing. It's a good idea to sew this with the contrast fabric on top. Take your outside fabric and match that right sides together, and same thing again, it's easier if the lighter fabric is on the top, and we're going to serge overlock or zigzag these sides together and then these sides together, and we're going to leave both ends open and free. Okay, so we're going to pull this through, so put your hand in the middle and turn this through, because we want wrong sides together, which is right sides out. And then go back to your sewing machine. Now we're going to create the twist, so place this end with the right side up, bring the other end up and place it in the middle. Make sure all these raw edges are the same height, and this side we want to wrap to the back and this side we want to wrap to the front. Now if you think your serger will handle it, you can serge across here. I'm going to do this on my plain sewing machine. When we sew, we want to get as close as we can to the edge here. You might want to use a one-sided zipper foot, and don't forget to back tack. We want to get as close in as we can. I might just sew a second row in there. And it's a good idea to tidy that edge. I'm going to, because I know the knit won't fray, I'm just going to trim mine off. You could serge that to tidy it if you wanted to. And it sort of turns into a slight curve. And then when you come back here, there is your twist on the outside, and this is what you're left with on the inside. If you like what you see, please hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and I hope to see you back again soon.